In this edition of City News, we'll show you how motor officers are staying up to speed. Also find out why there are many job opportunities coming to the city of Hawthorne. Plus see how some residents are preparing in case of an emergency. These stories and much more coming up on City News. Hello and welcome to City News. I'm Jennifer Murillo. The Hawthorne Police Department co-hosted Class Motor Officer Day in the city of Rosamond. We take you there to show you what the class was all about. Southern California motor officers gathered at the Streets of Willow training facility.
Even though we're riding every day, it's not really training. So we come out to the Reg Pridgemore Class Day. Reg Pridgemore is a pro motorcycle rider who's been teaching for 40 years so that we can get instruction by the pros.
The first motor officer training day helped 38 officers improve their riding techniques.
But the idea again is to instill some technical side of it and obviously the obvious side of it and put it together so they might help lighten up on their job a little bit.
It's a one-way track, there's no stoplights, so we can actually practice maneuvering at high speed.
The Streets of Willow is a 1.6-mile course built for speed with turns and elevation changes.
And they're good listeners and obviously very well trained. They're just adding to their curriculum, that's all, and it's working very well.
Very rarely do you get a chance to really push your bike and yourself to their limits, to see what those bikes can really do. And this is the opportunity to do it safely. So I think a lot of them are getting some eye-opening turns on the track.
It's something that we're used to going slow and doing cone patterns, not necessarily going high speed. So it's fun. It's a good learning experience. I've learned a lot so far. And it's way too much fun to call it training.
The Hawthorne Police Department decided to host this class after attending one of Reginald Pridgemore's class last year and saw how beneficial it was for them.
And we found that Reg Pridgemore really emphasizes some of the things that we're looking for in our own motor officers, which is discipline, control, smooth shifting, smooth accelerating. Those are all the things that we focus on, and we found his instruction to be extremely worthwhile.
Well, I think just having a little bit more confidence in the rare times that I do have to go fast.
Lieutenant Ty Getz believes everybody can take something away from this class to become better riders. To learn about future Hawthorne Police Department events, go to www.hawthornepolice.com. The city of Hawthorne held its 4th annual Step Into Success Job Fair. Daniel Lindley has more.
The Los Angeles County Office of Education, the County of Los Angeles, and the City of Hawthorne came together to kick off their yearly Job Fair Extravaganza here at the Hawthorne Memorial Center. Step Into Success is a continued theme of this year's 4th annual Job Fair.
We are so delighted to have them in our city again because every year when they come here, a lot of our people get jobs.
More than 45 employers set up shop to give potential employees a chance to sell themselves using the 3 S words. Shop for potential employer, smile at the potential employer, and show substance while talking with the potential employer.
Some of the employers are hiring on the spot. There's like 1,600 jobs that they're hiring on the spot today. So we're prepared for that. We're going to have interviews today. People are going to walk out this building today, out of the Hawthorne Memorial Center today, with jobs.
Job fair participants had many potential employers to choose from.
I've met a lot of people. I've gotten a chance to share my experiences with a lot of the employers here. Of course, I'm walking away with 6 interviews for the following week, so I'm excited about that.
According to Merwin Gerard, this job fair will continue to grow and bring jobs to those who seek employment.
We've got plans. It's just not today. It's not just now. The 5th annual is going to be better than the 4th, and the 6th annual is going to be better than that.
Councilwoman Olivia Valentine hopes everyone attending this job fair walks away with a job. For HCTV, I'm Daniel Lindley.
For more information about future Step Into Success job fairs, visit the city website at www.cityofhawthorne.org. Over a dozen people gathered at the Hawthorne Memorial Center. We take you there to show you why. The Los Angeles County Fire Department held a community emergency response training, or also known as Cert.
They were learning basic triage, pretty much basic training on CPR, basic training on how to actually handle situations with building collapses and other mass casualty incidents.
The 21-hour training was held over 4 days, where it began with instructional training and ended with hands-on experience.
You guys find immediate, bring them out. Okay.
Well, the best type of training is to do real life training where it feels real, and so we try to create that real atmosphere, so where it actually you kind of have a little bit of that panic inside of you, where you have to make split-second decisions and be able to react and be able to make the right decision for that patient at that time.
It was a good experience. It was very intense. It's very realistic and good experience.
I learned how to check if they're alive, checked how to treat a patient if they're in need and stuff, and check to see if we need to take them out and the proper way of taking them out.
LA County firefighters encouraged the training because in an emergency, they will need all the help they can get.
We have a lot of resources, but the community is actually the ones that can help us out more and make a difference.
So they can start to initiate help or treatment or whatever may be needed at that time until the fire department arrives, and also to assist the fire department once we're on scene, because there's going to be, if it's a large situation, we're not going to have enough people.
It prepares them for the real life, and because in a real situation, people will be freaking out, and you need to learn how to handle it.
The Los Angeles County Fire Department hopes that more people continue to get Cert training, as it will be a benefit for them and those involved in an emergency. To find out about future Cert trainings, go to www.fire.lacounty.gov. Coming up next on City News, find out what one Hawthorne student got to explore and what she says was a trip of a lifetime. Also, locked up and forgotten, find out how the city is bringing back color to one empty park. There's more news ahead. We'll be right back. Welcome back. From trees, plants, and finding owl nests, one Hawthorne student got a prestigious first-hand view on what it's like to be an ecologist. Zarina tells us more.
Each day, student Linda Moore loves to learn about ecosystems and just about anything nature has to offer. And when the opportunity came up for a 2-week scholarship to explore it, she submitted her application and hoped for the best.
The first thing to say was like, congratulations, you won the scholarship, you're going to Arizona.
Moore packed up her bags, said bye to her parents, and journeyed out to Arizona to meet her 9 new friends as part of the Durfee Foundation-sponsored Earthwatch Ignite program.
You're exerting yourself physically and mentally, just trying to get closer to nature, and that's probably the best thing.
Moore is one of 50 scholarship recipients from Los Angeles, where more than 200 applied. And one program manager says the selection is all about opening up the eyes of the recipient.
They're hoping that that these students will sort of change their way of thinking and have more confidence in their ability to talk about, communicate, and understand science.
Moore says this experience showed her how science gets interesting beyond the classroom.
It's definitely gave me a greater appreciation for field work.
But her interest doesn't end here. Moore says this scholarship's hands-on experience opened her eyes to the future as an ecologist. For HCTV, I'm Zarina Kerzada.
Applications for the next scholarship will be accepted until December 2nd. To apply, go to www.earthwatch.org/ignite. The City of Hawthorne is helping residents dispose of sensitive materials properly to help keep your identity safe. The free paper shredding and electronic waste collection event will allow residents to shred confidential papers and recycle old electronics such as TVs, computers, tablets, and cell phones. The event will be held on October 29th from 9 a.m. to noon at the Betty Ainsworth Center, located at the corner of Doty Avenue and El Segundo Boulevard. Free compost will also be available while supplies last, but you will need to bring your own shovels and bags for the compost. Community members came together to give one park a new lease on life. Zarina Kerzada shows us how some residents took a hands-on approach.
Locked up and empty. That's how this park has been for years.
Some people that lived in the neighborhood didn't even know it was a park at one time.
Neighbors nearby used the parking lot, but not the tennis courts, which is why the city spent years looking for funding to build a new layout. After several attempts, the county rejected proposals because the funding was set aside for new parks, not old ones. But the city got one more chance when they got a call.
And they came around and they said, hey, you know, some of the funding hasn't been used, so it's available to you if you want it. Yes, we jumped on it.
From that point on, Richard Hune with the Hawthorne Parks and Recreation Commission says the final plans were made and the community had a special request to add mosaics throughout the park.
The community decided that they wanted a nature theme for the art elements that are going to go inside Bicentennial Park. And today they're actually going to get to make the ceramic pieces.
Residents came together at the Hawthorne Memorial Center to roll, shape, and paint clay tiles needed for the 3 nature-themed mosaics for the future Bicentennial Park.
I like the idea, yeah, because this is going to go for many, many generations.
While the workshop hosted a couple dozen of volunteers, one mosaic artist says the designs will give everyone something to look at.
Original artwork to a community or to a public space can be really empowering and help people find a sense of place.
Residents say it's their way of leaving a positive mark in the community. For HCTV, I'm Zarina Kirzada.
Commissioner Hune says the park is expected to open in spring 2017. For over 2 years, Hawthorne has provided an outlet for artists to showcase their work. The city continues that tradition one last time. Ernesto Giles has the details.
The Phantom Galleries on Hawthorne Boulevard opened their final exhibitions as visitors from all around the South Bay came to view the works of over 25 artists. And many in attendance noted that spaces such as these are vital to the community.
It's so crucial that we have these areas. These 2 little galleries that have been next to each other have gained a reputation for Hawthorne, and we need to work more to bring the arts into the South Bay.
I hope that city will do as much as it does now, plus, because whatever city has allowed us to do was extremely positive for both, I guess, the artists and I hope for the city.
According to artist Julian Hernandez, art can have a profound and lasting impact, not just on the community, but on anyone, whether they be young or old.
Learn something different, and that's what art has taught me. Is like there is no one answer. There's not one point of view. You could take multiple point of views and learn from it and expand from it.
I want to be an artist because my dad is an artist.
As the city moves forward with new developments, the galleries will have to close. But Councilmember Olivia Valentine notes that she has high hopes that they will somehow continue.
I'm hoping that because we've got so many people passionate about art in Hawthorne, somebody will pick it up, we'll pick up the torch and run with it, and I'm sure we're going to have art in other places in Hawthorne.
We had more and more people from the community participating, which I'm extremely proud of.
Residents can view the current exhibits until the end of the month. For HCTV, I'm Ernesto Giles.
The final exhibition date is set for October 22nd from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. The galleries are located at 12609 and 12619 Hawthorne Boulevard. When we return, from bark to no bite, we'll show you why dog trainers and Hawthorne schools came together. St. Joseph's Family Parish and School held their annual Family Fiesta. Evan Narani shows us how all the festivities played out.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
A ceremonial ribbon cutting kicked off the fun food and games at the St. Joseph's Family Fiesta in Hawthorne. Volunteers donated their time and effort, and all in the name of fundraising.
It's important and significant because it is St. Joseph's, a church that's been here some 96 years, and it's a community-driven event, and so obviously all the community is out tonight.
We feel that the community deserves to have children, to have a good education that our state is not obviously paying for, and we want to be able to give that to our children because our children need to have that.
Aside from the wide variety of food, visitors purchased tickets to use for rides and games. The event lasted the whole weekend, and even the kids had fun.
What are you gonna do?
The most fun part.
And with the fun came plenty of visitors from surrounding communities.
Not only do we have a hotel coming up, we possibly have a development at the former Hawthorne Mall site, hotels that are being built, etc. So we're growing as a community, and this event in particular brings people to the city of Hawthorne
so they can see what's going on here in St. Joseph's and also see what's happening in the rest of Hawthorne.
From up here at the top of the Ferris wheel, you can see just how many people came out to support St. Joseph's Church and how big this event has truly become. For HCTV, I'm Evan Narani.
To find out about future events at St. Joseph's Catholic Church, call 310-679-1139. The City of Hawthorne will be holding its annual Spooktacular Halloween Carnival. Spooktacular will have games, costume contests, and prizes. Children are encouraged to wear their scariest, funniest, or most creative costume. The carnival will be held on Saturday, October 29th from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Hawthorne Memorial Center. For more information, call the Recreation and Community Services Department at 310-349-1640. A barking dog across the fence can leave some children walking by feeling a little weary. That's why one Hawthorne School Board member that's also a dog trainer made it a point to show students that these four-legged animals can also be their friends. Zarina tells us more.
Schools throughout the Hawthorne School District came together with dog trainers for the 5th annual Pet Extravaganza at Cornbloom Elementary. Students entertained the crowd with performances, sold tickets for prizes, and snow cones, all as a fundraiser for the district.
This is a way that a child could come in and see, wow, it's not just a dog behind the fence. The dog actually performs. It jumps in the pool. I can hug it. I can play with it.
Hawthorne School Board Vice President Luciano Aguilar turned his childhood fear into a career. And when he joined the school board, he wanted children to see how friendly dogs can be. For one student, she says she sees them in a whole new way.
When they jump in the pool and go after the toy, that was one of my favorite parts.
From jumping, following commands,
Leave it. Tell her sit. Sit.
to just relaxing. These dogs showed students what a dog's life is all about.
I hated dogs growing up. Today I train dogs, but back then I was deathly afraid of them because I perceived them as just being aggressive and all wanting to bite me.
Aguilar says the event all started as an idea and a way to help children find a bond with these four-legged friends. For HCTV, I'm Zarina Kerzada.
More than $5,000 was raised at this year's event. HCTV is both pleased and saddened to announce that our reporter and anchor, Zarina Kerzada, has accepted a position for KESQ and CBS2 in Palm Springs. Kerzada joined our news team in March. Viewers may be familiar with her work as she produced, reported, and hosted for our channel. We wish her the best of luck at her new station. She will be missed. Keep it right here on Channel 22 for these future city news stories. We'll take you to learn more about the Senior Citizens Resource Fair, plus see who was awarded at the Savoy Alumni Awards Dinner, and find out what teens learned at the Sexual Assault Prevention Workshop. That does it for this edition of City News. Thanks for watching. If you have any story ideas, please call us at 310-349-1630 or email us at hctv@hawthorneca.gov. Don't forget you can watch City News online on YouTube by searching Hawthorne Community Television. We'll leave you now with more footage from the St. Joseph Family Fiesta. See you next time.